What's the number one rule in stock car racing?
If you're gonna wreck somebody, don't wreck yourself.
Learn how to not wreck yourself.
And then you brought up a great point here too, Tom, with the potential injury here.
Yeah, and I think that's the biggest point is we know these cars aren't safe. I mean, we've talked about it plenty of times on this podcast where the amount of driver injuries that we've had with this car, you can't be doing things like this. I mean, Hamlin kissed the steering wheel in that impact, and Vegas with the impact with Larson and Bubba, that of course they were going faster. There was more speeds, but here at Charlotte, he hit that pocket in the dogleg, where the wall is turning more towards the pit road. He hit right in that pocket, man, and that was a huge hit. I mean, they showed some onboard footage of it. Unfortunately, we didn't have it right there. But if you look at that onboard footage, I mean, Denny Hamlin straight up just headbutts his wheel. That's a huge hit, and we're talking about some of the worst cars that we've had in terms of safety in the past 20 years. You just can't be doing that. It doesn't matter if he put you in the wall. It doesn't, like you said, fight it out after the race. Get some more fans by, socking a dude in the jaw, and making a publicity stunt out of it. I mean, this was a publicity stunt too, but not the right way. Not the right way to do it.
Right.
I think that the one race suspension is absolutely warranted, because of how this crash happened, how it developed, and what that 9 car did to put that 11 car in such a dangerous situation.
Right, and that segues me to my next point here. So one race
okay.
suspension
Yeah, sorry.
here. No, you're good. That was exactly where I wanted to take that. So this one race suspension is a good idea, but now it puts a little bit of a wrinkle in this whole playoff picture, right? He's 26th in points, way out of the cutoff line, gets the medical waiver for a non-racing incident, which again, we've talked about that on the channel, which was kind of ridiculous that he gets a playoff championship waiver for a non-racing incident injury. That's besides the point. That happened. They gave it to him. We're over that now. But now in the rule book, it says you must compete full time and complete every race in that season to be eligible for the championship. So now that he's going to have to sit out a race before a suspension, are they going to grant him another playoff waiver for missing a race here? I don't think they should. That's ridiculous to be able to suspend somebody for making a mistake like that and then granting them a second waiver. A second waiver? A second waiver here for William Clyde Elliott Jr.? Is that what we're gonna do here? I mean, what are your thoughts? I mean, it literally says in the rule book you must compete full time unless you get a waiver for the playoffs. They're gonna give him a second waiver?
Yeah. So I said that this penalty is warranted. I am also surprised that NASCAR did hand out a penalty, especially to NASCAR's Golden Boy, and everything that they've hyped this guy up to be. I honestly don't even know what to expect, to be honest with you, and I am going to be glued, to say the least, to the news media outlets on this concern. I don't know. I don't know how this is going to work with his championship hopes. I'm not really that well versed in this aspect of the rule book, so I'm just going to refrain from any possible outcomes from what this might be. But I am happy that NASCAR did step in and do the right thing in suspending Chase Elliott for a race.
Yeah, I agree. 100%. He does need to sit out. I am going to be disappointed and feel cheated as a person that invests time into this series to see him be able to be eligible for a championship when he's already been granted his one free pass waiver in a non-racing incident. And now he's going to have a racing incident that he had 100% control in and decides to do what he did in what did Hamlin say? A hissy fit, temper tantrum. I mean, really is all
Yeah.
it was. I mean, his car wasn't terminally destroyed. He would have been just
No.
fine. Just fine. They
No.
had, and it
Yeah.
wasn't even halfway through the race. It was just a really boneheaded move, loss of awareness, lack of self-awareness. His bubble must be too small, got too big of a head,